I came across a great blog on multidimensional scaling and decided that I'd like to experiment with a couple visualizations myself now that this platform is available in JMP under consumer research. Multidimensional scaling, or MDS, is a technique that is used to create a visual representation of the pattern of proximities among a set of objects. For example, here, given a matrix of distances between cities like the flight distances sample data in JMP, MDS can be used to generate a map of the cities in 2 dimensions. Multidimensional scaling is frequently used in consumer research where researchers have measures of perceptions about brands, tastes, and other product attributes, and it's applicable to many other areas. I'm going to demo this in JMP using some sample data referenced in the blog and study below. So in 1962, a psychological experiment was performed on 30 students. Each student was asked to look at a picture of a woman making faces and rate on a 9-point scale the facial expressions, dissimilarities in terms of emotion and content. In JMP 13, I have this data showing pairwise dissimilarities between 13 different expressions made by the woman, and we want to use JMP's MDS platform to try to understand how these emotions are perceived. Since I want to visualize the facial reactions next to all the resulting plots, I'll select all the rows, right-click, and toggle on Label. Now I need to select any column that I want to add to that label by right-clicking in the column panel, selecting Label on Label. Now up to the Analyze menu, then down under Consumer Research, then select Multidimensional Scaling. The MDS platform launches. I'll leave the data format to distance matrix. I'll add all 13 continuous columns to the Y by dragging them over. And that's pretty much it, so I'll select OK. And here is our MDS plot. The display below now tells us a lot of information about how the students perceive the woman's emotional faces. The points that are closer together mean that those facial expressions portrayed more similar emotions. Some things are more predictable, like the patterns in sadness and disgust, while others we may learn something more interesting from. Like Kelsey points out in her blog linked below, I too would have not associated meeting an old boyfriend with maternal love. Go figure. Try it for yourself now using the flight distances sample data in JMP or with the linked data table.